I've been a trader for 7 years, and I remember the exact day that this clicked for me. I was in a paid Discord following a pretty decent trader. He had a massive online following, and he was on an absolute heater. Green trade after green trade, 100%, 200%, and I copied every single one of them. And I didn't even ask why, because I didn't need to. All that mattered to me was that my P&L was going up, and that's all I needed. And then one week he went ice cold, and I sat there staring at my Robinhood account in absolute disbelief. Everything that I made over the past 2 weeks was gone. Every bit of it. No idea what changed, no idea if it was him, if it was the market, if it was me. I had no process, no understanding of why any of those trades worked in the first place. I was just a blind follower who had run out of someone to follow. If you've ever been in that position, then this video is specifically for you, because I want to break down exactly what happens, not to make you feel bad about it, not to call out any specific room or specific trader, and definitely not to tell you did something wrong, because you didn't. In this video, I'm going to break down the 3 stages of what I like to call the alert room cycle. I'm going to show you exactly what's happening at each stage and why it's happening, and why the traders who escape it don't do it by finding a better service. So stage 1, I call it the honeymoon phase. And no, not that kind of honeymoon. This is when you first join the room, the alerts are firing, the trader's on fire, and your count is going up, sometimes for weeks and sometimes for a couple of months. It feels like you finally figured it out. Like all that time you spent grinding and watching videos and reading charts, it finally led you somewhere. But here's what's actually happening underneath all that, and this is the part that nobody explains to you when you sign up. You're not trading, you're copying, and those are 2 completely different skills. Let me give you one concrete example of what I mean. Say an alert fires, the trader posts it, calls on a stock, a specific strike, specific expiration date, and you buy it. The trade works, you're up 40, 50, 100, 200% in the position. Now here's the question. Do you know why it worked? Or was it just the alert fired and you bought it and it went up? And when that's the case, your brain doesn't build any mental model for what real trades look like. You don't develop pattern recognition. You don't understand what the market was doing that made that entry valid at that moment. You just know that the alert fired, you made money, so now you're just gonna wait for the next alert. Your P&L score is going up, but your actual skill score is flat at 0. And this is the trap of stage 1. You're building something during this phase, real, genuine confidence. But the confidence isn't in yourself, it's in somebody else's process. And that is an incredibly fragile thing to build your trading on. Most people look back at stage 1 as the best part of the journey, the most exciting part, and I'm telling you, it's because it's the most dangerous phase of all of them. Because it feels like progress when actually underneath it, nothing has been built that belongs to you. And here's what nobody warns you about going in when stage 1 ends. It doesn't end slowly, it doesn't fade, it ends suddenly. And when it does, that's stage 2, the slowdown. The alerts cool off, the trader hits a rough patch, maybe the market regime shifts, maybe the volatility compresses, maybe their edge needs an adjustment for the new environment. And guess what? You're still paying them a monthly subscription, sitting there, waiting for their alerts. These things happen to every trader. That's just how the market works. But here's where the problem becomes structural. When conditions change, a trader who understands their process can truly adapt. They read what's happening in the market structurally and they could adjust. But you can't do any of that because you never learned the process in the first place. You're just blindly following somebody's alerts. So the trades start going wrong, the same alerts, the same entries, and now they're not working. And you have no framework to understand why. And this is where the spiral starts. You're changing your behavior every other day based on nothing because you have nothing concrete to base it on. You get inside your own head. And then this is the part that really gets people. The losses start stacking and stacking and stacking. And when the losses stack, a very specific and very human thing happens. You just stop thinking clearly. You start chasing, you take a real loss, not a scratch, and an actual drawdown. And instead of taking a step back, you immediately look for the next trade to get it all back. Because sitting with a loss feels unbearable. You double your size on the next one to recover faster. And that trade doesn't work either. Now you're down even more. And the emotional pressure is so high that you can't think about anything else about just getting back to even, the flat. That's not trading, that's a reaction pattern, and it'll eat away an account faster than almost anything else in this game. You're doing everything right by the rules of the model that you were given. You're still showing up every day, you're still watching the alerts, you're still following the plan exactly as it was laid out for you. And it's not working, and you don't know why. I want to say this clearly because I think a lot of traders carry this with them for years, and it damages them more than the actual losses do. It isn't because you're bad at trading, it's not because you're not smart enough, It's not because trading isn't for you. Stage 2 feels personal, right in the heart. And it's not personal, it's structural. The model inside doesn't give you the tools to adapt when market conditions change, because it was never designed to. An alert service that builds your independence is a service that eventually doesn't need to exist. So most of them, consciously or not, are built to keep you dependent on them instead. Now, most traders quit at stage 2. They step away and tell themselves they tried and it didn't work. But some traders, the ones that are genuinely hungry to figure this out, they don't quit. They try something else. And almost every single one of them makes the same mistake. First, you go looking for a better indicator. Maybe the problem is that you don't have enough information on the chart. You add RSI, you add MACD, maybe you heard VWAP. You start stacking things on your chart until it looks like a cockpit of a spaceship. More lines, more signals, more noise. And when that doesn't work, because it won't, you go to YouTube, you find 3 or 4 characters who each have a totally different approach to the market. You try to trade all of them at the same time. One guy says the trend is your friend, another fades the move, another waits for the reversal. And you're sitting there Tuesday morning at market open trying to reconcile all that in real time while candles are moving and your money's on the line. You're drowning in other people's philosophies and none of them fit together. And eventually, usually after a few months of this, you land on what feels like the logical solution. You find another room. Better trader, better track record, more testimonials, you do your research, you join. And in week 1, it feels different, fresh, like this might actually be the one. Stage 1 starts again. Stage 3, the reset. And the reason I call this the most dangerous stage has nothing to do with the money you lose in the new room. That's real and it matters, but it's not the deepest cost. The deepest cost of stage 3 is what it does to your belief in yourself over time. Every time you reset, every time you go through stage 1 again, you feel the optimism, you watch it erode, and you end up back at 0. You leave with a little bit less capital, a little bit less confidence, and a little more of that quiet voice in the back of your head that says maybe you're just not the kind of person that could do this. And the cruel thing about that voice is that it sounds like self-awareness. It sounds like you're being realistic, but it's not, honestly. It's just the accumulated weight of a model that was never going to work, and you internalize that failure as yours. Let me say something that I actually want you to hear. The traders that break out of this cycle are not more talented than you. They're not smarter, they did not get lucky or find some magical system. The one thing that separates them is a process that belongs to them. A written standard for what a real trade looks like, something they built, something they understand deeply, and that can adapt when the market changes. The alert rooms didn't fail you because the traders were bad. Some of them are genuinely excellent traders. They failed you because of the model. It was never going to build exactly what you needed, which is a process, a repeatable, rule-based, structured way of deciding whether a setup deserves your money before you put it in. At some point in my own version of this cycle, after enough rooms, after enough losses, after enough frustration, I stopped looking for the right person to follow. And I started asking a completely different question. What if I took everything I learned from all those rooms across all those years, all those strategies, all those losses, and I built something that was mine? Not copied, not borrowed. That question changed everything. And in the next video in the series is where I'll start showing you what came out of it. Look, if you took one thing from this video, I hope it's this. The cycle is not your fault. It is a predictable, inevitable result of a model that asks you to follow without understanding. Every serious trader that I respect has gone through some version of what I just described. The difference of the ones who got stuck and the ones that got out isn't intelligence, it's not talent, it's having something to stand on, a standard. A framework that belonged to them. And that's what the rest of the series is about. And by the end of it, you'll have a completely different understanding of why you've been losing and what actually fixes it. We'll release part 2 next week. And if you want to see what a real qualification-based approach looks like in live trading, the free 1-week trial is in the description and a link in my bio. No commitment, come see. I'll see you in part 2 of this series.